Ken Rosenthal, one of the best baseball insiders in the business, on what he's hearing about Shohei.
In the end, which teams are the heaviest? Jim Bowden doesn't know. I don't know. You guys don't know. No one knows, and we'll see how it all plays out. The one team I expect to be somewhat serious is Texas, because Texas is coming off a World Series title. They are emboldened by what they've done the past two seasons, or past two off seasons. Spent $800 million on free agents, and in my view, they're going to keep going. It's a competitive group there. Chris Young is a crazy competitor as their GM, and their owners have clearly been willing to support a big-time payroll, and they're coming off a World Series title, so they're in a good spot from that perspective financially as well.
So that's Rosenthal. Vegas on the odds. Keep in mind, Vegas gets it right all the time with picking games, not necessarily who's going to be hired, fired, and where people are going to go in free agency or with trade. So just keep that in mind. I'm really doing anything that we can to discount things that don't say that the Rangers are going to get him. Like, okay, I'm happy Rosenthal said Jim Bowden doesn't know. Well, I'm not happy because Jim Bowden said that he's going to come here. We need John Heyman.
We need Heyman to get propped up.
Yes. We need him to be validated. We need Bowden to be validated.
But didn't Heyman just change his tune and now say Dodgers and Giants are the front runners? It's like nobody knows. Nobody knows anything with Shohei. Because nobody knows Shohei.
Vegas is favoring the Dodgers for Shohei at almost even money. Then the Cubs, Giants, Mets. You know, there's some value here. Atolo hit me up and said, why not? I think it was Robbie Loomis, Mr. Electric. He's like, why would you not put down 100 on the Rangers at 9-1? Is there great value there? The Yankees are 10-1, Seattle's 14-1. And the Rangers are 9-1. At least put down $10 and you can win 90. Juan Soto's next team. Buster only saying there's a 100% chance he gets dealt. By the way, Padres owner passing away yesterday. Unfortunate. Yankees 2-1, Mets 3-1, Cubs 5-1, then Boston, San Fran, Arizona, Dodgers, Rangers down here at 16-1 for Juan Soto.
So the Padres owner is a very interesting thing, and it is sad that he was in his early 60s. I mean, that's just way too early.
Yep. Do they know what he died from?
I didn't look into it. But he was always going to spend. And now that he is gone, they don't know if they're going to spend. And the Padres have a money problem. They have I gotta hand it to them, man. They have spent like the Padres have never spent.
Yes.
They have spent like a big market team.
They were saying on MLB Network, the Padres right now, even more of a draw and more of a story than even when San Diego went to the World Series in the 80s. Look at what they've done. Look at what they gave A.J. Preller, former Ranger, permission to do. It started with Hosmer, Darvish, Soto,
Machado.
They gave Tatis the extension.
Yep.
He made baseball relevant again in San Diego.
And all those guys have no trade clauses. Machado's got a no trade. Tatis has got a no trade. Like, they've got a ton of no trade clauses with them. Bogarts has got a no trade. Oh, people forgot they got him, too. So, now they may want to get out of there after a while, but also, like, if you're in San Diego making $30 million a year, it's like, where am I going to go, man?
Well, let's segue that to the Texas Rangers as a free agent destination. How do you think they're viewed now?
Well, I think they're viewed as I think Texas in general. Think about it. Go look around Major League Baseball. How many of the players are from Texas? In general, there's a large portion of the baseball.
Yeah, but it still felt like a stunner when Simeon picked us.
It is. Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, and Seager.
Now Simeon,
especially. They
probably overpaid for Marcus compared to the market. They probably gave him more years than he was going to get because he was a little bit older. But you got to do that. They definitely overpaid for DeGrom. Didn't you say something yesterday that
I think it was Buster Olney saying it paid a lot?
They gave like 80% more money than anybody else. All right, you got to do that. It's okay. And now you don't have to do that anymore. I've never,
because they won the title.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. They've shown they can win here. The stadium's a draw. It's funny. The stadium is not nearly as nice as the old ballpark.
No,
it's a much bigger draw.
We'll talk about you factoring in the roof.
I got my Luca's baseball coach, the great Rusty Beam. He said that roof is the draw. The roof, it wasn't even a draw for the players. It was the roof kept them fresh into the summer months. Could you imagine? Ask Bassick, ask Holland, what it's like playing in that stadium, in the old stadium. I guarantee you they were getting an IV before and after every game. At least the catchers were. I mean, you're dead. You're dying.
Yeah.
You are dying out there. And then you're fresh throughout the rest of the season.
Never thought it. We never discussed that as a baseball preservation move for your team.
Everybody looked at it from the free agent draw perspective.
And fans.
Nobody looked at it from the preservation of your own team.
Yep.
Let's just say, even Baltimore in July with the humidity, Atlanta, Washington, Philadelphia, New York, all these cities these are outdoor stadiums. Now it's brutally cold in the spring, but it's a lot of humidity in the summer months. I mean, last I checked, pretty low humidity inside that building when the roof is closed. So there's a preservation there from it. I think it's a draw. I've never bought into the no income tax because the players don't care. They have shown they don't care about that throughout sports. They've never cared about taxes. They reach a point where the money doesn't matter, and you're only half. I mean, the amount of players that.
Well, how have they proven and shown that?
Because I mean, otherwise Texas and Houston and all the Florida teams would be signing guys left and right. They don't. The reason for that is guys have found loopholes in the tax program. Jeter always made his house in Florida, so he paid no state income tax. Where the spring training is, you can have your primary residence be if you play for the Rangers, or let's say you play for the Dodgers. Your primary residence could be in Arizona, who has no state income tax, right, or lower tax. So you can always make it that. There's ways around it. It's never played a major role, but maybe with California having such high tax, maybe it does. I have no idea. So you play that in, you add all that stuff in. This is a destination. And now you've shown you can win. And everybody loves Bruce Bochy. Name me the player in Major League Baseball who doesn't love Bruce Bochy.
Right.
You want to go play for Grandpa. That's what you want to do.
Yep.
You want to play for the old man who's going to impart his wisdom on you. So there you go.